Part 1. Preliminary, covering Sections 1 to 4. Section 1. Short title, extent and commencement. Section 2. Definitions. Section 3. Extension of limitations to the whole of India. Section 4. Savings. This section protects pending suits and appeals. Part 2. Limitation of suits, covering Sections 5 to 24. Section 5. Limitation for suits relating to contracts. Section 6. Limitation for suits relating to torts. Section 7. Limitation for suits relating to property. Section 9. Limitation for suits for recovery of immovable property. Section 10. Limitation for suits for recovery of movable property. Section 12. Limitation for suits for specific performance. Part 3. Limitation of appeals, covering Sections 25 to 32. Section 25. Limitation for appeals to high courts. Section 26. Limitation for appeals to Supreme Court. Section 28. Limitation for appeals from original decrees. Part 4. Limitation of applications, covering Sections 33 to 41. Section 33. Limitation for applications to set aside decrees. Section 35. Limitation for applications for execution. Section 36. Limitation for applications for review. Part 5. Special provisions, covering Sections 42 to 53. Section 42. Disability, which extends the limitation period. Section 43. Acknowledgement extends the limitation period. Section 45. Payment extends the limitation period. Section 48. Exclusion of time, where certain periods are excluded. Part 6. Miscellaneous, covering Sections 54 to 65. Section 54. Savings, which protects pending suits and appeals. Section 55. Repeal, which repeals previous limitation laws. Section 57. Transitional provisions. Key sections to note. Section 3. Extension of limitation to whole of India. This section states that the Limitation Act applies to the whole of India. It extends the limitation period to all territories in India. No specific limitation period is mentioned in this section. Section 5. Limitation for suits relating to contracts. The limitation period is 3 years. This applies to suits based on contracts, including breach of contract, recovery of debt, and specific performance. The limitation period starts from the date when the contract is breached or the debt becomes payable. Section 9. Limitation for suits for recovery of immovable property. The limitation period is 12 years. This applies to suits for recovery of immovable property, including recovery of possession, declaration of title, and partition. The limitation period starts from the date when the plaintiff's possession is disturbed or discontinued. Section 25. Limitation for appeals to high courts. The limitation period is 90 days, extendable to 30 days more. This applies to appeals from original decrees, interlocutory orders, and judgments. The limitation period starts from the date of the decree, order, or judgment. Section 42. Disability, which extends the limitation period. This applies to persons under disability, such as minors, insane individuals, and idiots. The limitation period is extended until the disability ceases. The limitation period starts from the date when the disability ceases. Disability categories include minority, which means under 18 years, insanity, idiocy, and continuous absence from India. The effect of disability is that it suspends the limitation period and extends the limitation period.